This WNBA season has been nothing but spectacular. A'ja Wilson, the season unmatched in WNBA history. Caitlin Clark broke records and turned the Indiana Fever into a major attraction in women's basketball. Angel Reese rebounded like no one the league has seen before. This season, Wilson achieved milestones that have never been seen in the WNBA, or officially in the NBA. She recorded the highest points, rebounds, and block shots in a single season, a feat unmatched until now. The Las Vegas star set WNBA records with 1,021 points, 451 rebounds, and led the league with 98 blocks. Additionally, she set a new scoring average record of 26.9 points per game, surpassing Diana Taurasi's long-standing mark of 25.3 from 2006. Given that WNBA teams used to play shorter seasons, reaching 1,000 points was previously thought impossible. This scoring average further cements Wilson's place in the conversation about her remarkable 2024 season. It seems almost guaranteed that she will win the MVP award for a record-tying third time, despite their team having ups and downs. The main question now is whether she will receive unanimous votes. As Miami Heat center Bam Adebayo remarked on social media last week, it's a notion that doesn't require any further explanation.
Wilson for 1,000, yes!
Now that the WNBA regular season has concluded, numerous records were shattered, including most points, rebounds, assists, and even attendance figures. Wilson, Clark, and Reese were central to many of these historic achievements. Clark shattered the WNBA single-game assist record with 19, set a new season record with 337 assists, and concluded her rookie season with averages that are truly exceptional. While others have scored more points, grabbed more rebounds, and Courtney Vandersloot has averaged more assists in a season, no player in WNBA history has matched Clark's averages across all three categories this season: 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 8.4 assists per game. Only 4 other players have averaged 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in the WNBA, but Clark is the first to achieve averages of 19, 5, and 8. She also set a new single-season record with 12 games of at least 10 points and 10 assists, while only 8 players in WNBA history have more such games over their entire careers. Additionally, Clark recorded 2 triple-doubles during her rookie season, the first ever for a WNBA rookie, and her 122 three-pointers are the second most in a single season, setting another rookie record. This is what she said on making the playoffs. "Once we get there, I think it will feel a little more real, and obviously, we're not just happy to be there," said Clark, who helped Indiana end the second-longest playoff drought in league history at 7 years. "We really believe we can compete with every single team that's going to be in the playoffs. Obviously, the only team we didn't beat this year was the Las Vegas Aces, and the only way we would see them, I think, would be in the finals." Angel Reese was on pace to shatter the WNBA single-season rebounding record before a wrist injury sidelined her for the Chicago Sky's final 6 games. She briefly held the top spot with 446 rebounds, but A'ja Wilson ultimately passed her late in the regular season. Her injury certainly led to them missing the playoffs. Despite missing the record, Reese still claimed the title for most rebounds per game, averaging 13. An impressive 10% higher than Sylvia Fowles' previous record of 11.9, set in 2018. Reese also made history by setting a rookie record with 26 double-doubles, surpassing Tina Charles's 22 in a 34-game season back in 2010. Out of the 6 times this season where a player grabbed 18 or more rebounds, Reese was responsible for 5. During the 2024 WNBA season, there was significant buzz around Angel Reese potentially challenging Caitlin Clark for the Rookie of the Year award. However, that chatter faded as Clark elevated her game and the Indiana Fever's performance to new heights after the month-long Olympic break in July and August. It's now evident that Reese will likely have to settle for a symbolic runner-up spot behind Clark's remarkable debut season. Still, the Chicago Sky star has plenty to be proud of from her impressive rookie campaign. The Chicago rookie forward set new WNBA records for single-season rebounds, 446, offensive rebounds, 172, and rebounding average, 13.1. However, Reese didn't hold the single-season rebound record for long, as A'ja Wilson surpassed it while Reese was sidelined with a season-ending injury. The Clark-Reese rivalry continues to spark heated debates among fans reminiscent of the Larry Bird-Magic Johnson discussions back in 1980 when both were standout rookies. Their contrasting personas have placed Clark and Reese at the center of conversations about everything from hard fouls to technical fouls. Chicago Sky had most of their technical fouls against Caitlin Clark. What's undeniable is that their rivalry has boosted fan engagement and attracted more endorsements with the spotlight. They both made an all-star selection. With being popular with WNBA fans, they had the most sold jerseys. Last season, the Indiana Fever sold 227,979 tickets. This season, that number skyrocketed to 643,000, a massive nearly a 3 times increase, driven by what many are calling Caitlin Mania. WNBA attendance surged to heights not seen since the late 1990s, with an average of 9,800 tickets distributed per game, a nearly 44% jump from the previous season. The Fever's incredible ticket sales were the driving force behind most of this league-wide growth. Indiana obliterated the previous WNBA record for average attendance, with 16,084 tickets sold per game, both home and away, far surpassing the previous record of 13,398 set by the 1998 New York Liberty. In the season finale on Thursday, Clark played a part in setting another record. 20,711 fans attended the Indiana Fever's game against the Washington Mystics, the highest regular season attendance in WNBA history. Wherever Clark played, fans followed. This season, there were 37 games with crowds of 16,000 or more, 32 of them featuring the Indiana Fever. The 2024 WNBA playoffs have arrived, with the first-round matchup solidified on the final day of the regular season. The Atlanta Dream clinched the 8th and final playoff spot on Thursday, while the Connecticut Sun overtook the Aces for the number 3 seed. Despite this, Las Vegas retains home court advantage as the number 4 seed, as they aim to become just the second franchise to win 3 consecutive titles, a feat last achieved by the Houston Comets, who won 4 straight from 1997 to 2000. This year, several teams are in serious contention for the WNBA championship, with the New York Liberty, Minnesota Lynx, Connecticut Sun, Seattle Storm, and Las Vegas Aces emerging as the top 5 contenders. All these teams have a realistic shot at the title, but one stands out above the rest. After a heartbreaking loss to the Las Vegas Aces in the 2023 WNBA Finals, the New York Liberty seem primed for a championship run. With only 8 losses this season, they've established themselves as the dominant force in the league and secured the top spot in the standings. Led by the powerhouse duo of Breanna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, the Liberty have become the favorites to claim the title this year. The matchups in the playoffs are Atlanta Dream vs. New York Liberty, Phoenix Mercury vs. Minnesota Lynx, Indiana Fever vs. Connecticut Sun, and Seattle Storm vs. Las Vegas Aces. The Phoenix Mercury's regular season finale against the Seattle Storm on Thursday had a special atmosphere. Every fan in attendance received a t-shirt with the words, "If this is it," and the Mercury had a heartfelt video tribute ready for Diana Taurasi at the end of the game. Taurasi received a standing ovation when she checked in during the final minutes. And after the game, she shared some heartfelt words with the crowd. However, Taurasi's retirement isn't confirmed. Despite that uncertainty, the Mercury treated the occasion as though the WNBA's all-time leading scorer had just played her final regular season game. The 89-70 loss to the Storm had no impact on Phoenix's playoff seeding. Taurasi finished with 9 points on 3 of 9 shooting and added 2 assists. She exited in the third quarter with Phoenix trailing by 14 and didn't return until the final moments, responding to the Footprint Center crowd's chants of DT. Smiling and shaking her head, Taurasi waved to the fans before re-entering the game.
No place to start, but there's always a place to finish, and it seems to be in the same place. If it is the last time, it felt like the first time. I love you guys.
Atlanta's Tina Charles became the WNBA's all-time leader in both rebounds 4,014 and double-doubles 194, achieving these milestones with a 10-point, 10-rebound game as the regular season concluded on Thursday. She surpassed Sylvia Fowles on both all-time lists. Nafisa Collier grabbed 8 steals in a game against Los Angeles on June 14th. It was the most steals in a WNBA game since July 10th, 2003, when Teacher Penichero set the league record with 10 steals for Sacramento. She has been playing at MVP level but has been getting overlooked. Arike broke yet another record this season. Already the league's record holder for most minutes played in a season, 1,493 in 2023, surpassed Katie Smith's 2001 record for minutes per game. Also tied the WNBA single-game record for three-pointers with 9 against Indiana on September 1st, averaged 38.58 minutes per game, just edging out Smith's mark of 38.56. If Reich had played just one fewer minute, Smith would still hold the record. The WNBA has been uplifted this season in terms of viewership, and the performances have followed suit with many records broken with a competitive season. The playoffs are something to look forward to, see if the Aces can do a three-peat or if any surprises may happen. Caitlin and Angel had phenomenal seasons, and Aja Wilson was certainly the most dominant.